Okay, good. You're welcome to the class. Bhumika, Manohar, Kumaran, Muthukumar, Sudha, Krishna. How was the day? Yesterday you had some election in your area. There was election in your area yesterday? No. Only in towns. In towns they had election for the corporation and other things. Kumaran, did you have election in your place?
Sir, no, sir.
No. Okay, good. So you are enjoying your holidays. Yesterday was a holiday for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So normally what do you do during the holidays? During the holidays, what do you do?
Sir, I do my holiday homework, sir.
Okay, holiday homework you will do. I am saying other than education, what do you do? I am asking what do you do other than studying?
Sir, I read English newspapers.
Okay, you read which newspaper you read? Which newspaper you read? What is the name of the newspaper? Is it Times of India? Or the Hindu? Or the Indian Express?
Sir, Indian Express.
Indian Express. Very good. Okay. Okay, Bhumika, what do you do during holidays?
I spend my time with my parents, sir.
Achha, you spend your time with parents. Then in specifically how do you spend your time with parents? Do you help them in some activities?
Yes, sir.
What are those activities? Huh?
My father do some work in house. I help with him.
Okay, you help your father in doing some
And
household chores, they call it. We don't call it as work, we call it as chores. Chores. Chores means activities or work, but when it comes to household, some small activities, we call chores. Chores. Okay, very good.
okay.
Muthukumar, what do you do during the holidays?
I too spend my time with my parents.
What? Can you come again?
I too spend my time with my parents, sir.
Yeah, you spend time with your parents. Specific activities that you do with your parents?
We play some of indoor games.
Acha, you play indoor games. What? Chess, carom, like
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Oh, very good. You are a chess player or what?
I know to play chess. That's
Acha,
all.
you know how to play chess. Okay. Now we'll go to the PPT about this grammar. Then we'll come back to minute a member. Initially, we'll go to the PPT and try and learn something. So, communicative PPT 11, number 11. Are you able to see the screen? Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So if the first one is predicting. If you want to predict something that is going to happen in future, prediction means you are going to say something about the future. Then how do we say, how do you frame that sentence? So, do you think he is going to get selected? So here it's not predicting exactly. It's not predicting because you are going to. But some kind of a prediction is this. Do you think he is going to get selected in an association election or in the corporation election like that? Who stands a chance of winning the election? Who stands a chance of winning the election? So you can ask questions like that. Who stands a chance of winning the election? What do you think is going to happen? So you can ask, what do you think is going to happen? So if you want to say, about prediction, you can make the sentences like this. I don't think he's going to get bail. Somebody is got arrested because of some mischief. Now we have to go and take him from the jail. That is called bail. BAIL, bail. So I don't think he is going to get bail because if the offense is big, they will not give bail. If the offense is small, they may give bail. Okay. So this is how you can frame a sentence. Do you think or I don't think, like that you can start off in making some prediction or asking about some prediction, etc. Can anybody make a sentence using this and then predict something that's going to happen in future? You can even form a sentence for prediction of something that is going to happen in the future. So something, let me make one sentence. I think the Omicron will now come down. Omicron impact on the public will come down in the next few months. So this is a prediction. I think it's going to rain in the next 2 weeks. I think the Tamilnadu government will keep the exams, annual exams, in the month of April. Like that, you can make a sentences about future. That is, you are trying to predict. By using I think or I don't think, or asking something about with the help of do you think, like that. So anybody, Kumaran, you want to make a sentence about future prediction? Starting with I think or like that.
Sir,
Yeah.
I think, did I go to hospital?
I think I will go to hospital to what? To meet somebody, no?
Yes, sir.
To meet somebody who is sick. I think I will go to hospital to meet somebody who is sick. Okay, right, like that. Okay. So Kumaran is there in Tiruchi. So he may say, I think there is going to be one exhibition in Tiruchi grounds in the month of May. Like that. You can always say like that. Bhumika, you try to make one sentence. So you can make like, I don't think there is going to be a summer holiday this year for school children because of the corona. So you can make a sentence, I don't think there is going to be a summer holidays for school children in this particular year. Like that you can make. Muthukumar, Bhumika, can you make a sentence like that? Using I think or I don't think, whatever you wanted to use.
Will I try, sir?
Yeah.
Do you think we have test on next month?
Yeah, do you think we will have exam next month? Okay, good. One more try by somebody, whoever it is. Manohar, you want to try?
I think March after Corona increase.
Oh, it will increase. I think the corona will increase in the after March. Like that he is saying. His prediction or his expectation is that corona may increase in the month of after March. Like that. Okay, very good. So this is how. Kumaran, can you read what is there in this slide?
Okay, sir. Do you think he is going to get selected? Who stands the chance of winning the election? What do you think is going to happen?
Okay.
I don't think he is going to get bail.
Bail. It's called bail. Somebody, if somebody get arrested and if you want to take him out of the jail, then you have to go and apply for what is called bail, a leave application kind of thing. You have to give an application. That application is called bail, B-A-I-L. Once they accept the bail, then they will release him from the jail. Okay, that is it. Okay, let's go to next. Making request indirectly and politely. Making request indirectly and politely. I was just wondering if you could lend me the CD, or if you can lend me the lend me instead of CD. What do you say? Lend me the laptop. We'll put it there. Lend me the laptop. Okay. Lend me the laptop. Okay. Only one. I was just wondering if you could. So you are making a request, and if you want to make politely, you can say, I was just wondering if you could lend me the laptop. So you always start the sentence with, I was just wondering. So that is the way to ask any help politely. I was just wondering if you could lend me the book. no, you want to borrow the book from that person. If you can, you are asking me, I was just wondering if you could lend me the book. I was just wondering if I could use your phone. Suppose you are there in some public place, you want to use somebody's phone to call your mother. So you can say, I was just wondering if I could use your phone to call my mother, like that. I was just wondering if you could attend it today. Suppose you have said something to somebody and you are requesting him to do it today itself. So you can say, I was just wondering if you could attend it today. Suppose you have given your school uniform for stitching. Then you can request the tailor, you can tell the tailor politely, I was just wondering if you could complete the work in 2 days, or if I can come here to collect the dress on Tuesday, like that you can say. So can you make a sentence out of this one by one? Maybe I will start with Muthukumar. So start with, I was just wondering, like that. If you start, then you are making a polite. So you are, let us say you talk to your father. I was just wondering if you could give me 200 rupees to buy a notebook, like that. Or if you could come with me to school tomorrow to collect some mark sheet. I was just wondering if you could come to my school to collect some dresses or school uniforms, like that you can frame a sentence. So Bhumika, can you try? Or you read this what is there in the slide first, then we will try on your own. Bhumika can read this in the what is there in the slide. Bhumika, are you there? Or any who is there? What is it? Muthukumar, you can try. Read what is there in the slide.
Yes, sir. Making a request indirectly and politely. I was just wondering if you could lend me the laptop. I was just wondering if you could lend me the book. I was just wondering if you could use your phone. I was just wondering if you could attend it today.
Yeah, the third one is, I was just wondering if I could use your phone. Okay, I think you read it as you, but it is I. Okay, no problem. Kumaran, can you make a sentence starting with I was just wondering?
Sir,
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you could lend me the tab.
Yeah, if you could lend me the tab, very good. Others, Manohar, can you try? Try to make a sentence.
I was just wondering if you could play football.
Yeah, if you could play football with me, correct. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, right. Then let's go to the next third type of thing. Making enquiries indirectly and politely. Similar thing. I was just wondering if I could meet Dr. Mohan now. So you have gone to some doctor's chamber and you are saying, I was just, without appointment you went. So you are asking, I was just wondering if I could meet Dr. Mohan now. I was just wondering if you want to change the car. So suppose you are asking your friend. So I was just wondering if you want to change the car. Maybe to sell the old car and buy the new car, like that. I was just wondering if you could conduct special classes. So you are going asking your teacher, requesting, no, making inquiries indirectly and politely, no. So politely you are asking, I was just wondering if you could conduct special classes for mathematics, let us say. I was just wondering if special classes could be arranged. So you can frame the sentence like this also. I was just wondering if special classes could be arranged. Right, like that. I was just wondering if Kumaran can draw a diagram related to, say, an exhibition, like that. No, if a class teacher may ask Kumaran to draw a drawing of regarding an exhibition, so they may ask like that. So Kumaran, can you read? Manohar, can you read what is there in the slide?
I was just wondering if I could meet Dr. Mohan now.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you want to change the call. I was just wondering if you could conduct special classes.
Yeah. If
I
you
was
could
just
conduct.
wondering.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if special classes could be
Could be
arranged.
arranged. Yeah. Both are same meaning. So it is done in a different way. So anybody wants to frame your own sentence?
I was just wondering if you could cook me some sweets.
Yeah, if you could prepare some sweets. So she's talking to her mother or a maid servant, whoever it is. I was just wondering if you could cook me some sweets or prepare me some sweets. Normally for making, or if you can make me some sweets like that. Very good. Yeah. Kumaran,
Sir,
yeah, you can frame a sentence.
I was just wondering if I could meet my class teacher Gayatri ma'am now.
Yeah, so he wants to meet the Gayatri madam now. So he was wondering and asking whether he can meet her now. And being a Sunday holiday, she will tell, today it is not possible, Mr. Kumaran, we will meet tomorrow. That may be the reply. Is it not, Kumaran? She may say, let us meet tomorrow in the school. Okay, very good. Very good, very good. Then, making informal suggestions and giving advice. Now, you are in a position to give advice. What is this? What if we went by car? What if we went by car? Suppose somebody wants to go by bus to a temple. Let's say your father and mother. So you are asking, Kumaran is saying, what if we went by car? Even though it is in the past tense, went is past tense, but it refers to the present tense. Now they are actually discussing whether to go by car or bus. Parents are discussing about bus journey, but Kumaran is interfering and said, what if we went by car? So why not we go by bus, go by car? That is what he tries to make. Instead of saying why not we go by car, he wants to make it polite. What if we went by car? So even though it is going to happen year after, that is in future, but you are using past tense here. Okay. This is the right way of making a sentence like this. What about going for the movie today? So here, again, going for the movie is future, but you are using the present tense, no, the ing form. It's called ing form. What about going for the movie today? What about placing it in the hall? Suppose you want to place something, your table or something in your dining, visitors hall. So what about placing it in this hall or in the hall? There is a meeting on Monday. How about attending it? What about attending it? What if we attended it? So all the three ways you can do it. Say here, there is a meeting on Monday, that is tomorrow, and then you are asking why not we attend it. Instead of saying why not we attend it, you are saying how about attending it? What about attending it? What if we attended it? See, it's ing form or the past tense, but we are referring to the future. You can also use this kind of sentence structure to refer about future. It's quite interesting. To refer the future activity, we are using past tense or ing form. So this is very nice way of presenting your views using this ing form and past tense. Yeah, I request our what is her name, Muthukumar, to read the slide, whatever is there in the slide.
What if we went by the car? What about going for the movie today? How about placing it in the hall? There is a meeting on Monday. How about attending it? What about attending it? What if we attended it?
So you use three different forms to advise or suggest that we should attend. I mean, what are you trying to say? You are trying to say that we must attend the meeting. So instead of saying we must attend the meeting or we should attend the meeting, instead of using must and should, that is future tense. Instead of that, you are saying what about attending it? What about how about attending it, and what if we attended it? That is past tense. You can also make this kind of sentences. Okay, good. So this is a little bit of sentence structure that we have seen today. We have seen when you want to predict, you will use I think or I don't think, or you will ask with the do you think, like that. And when you want to request politely, you are saying I was just wondering. You start the sentence with I was just wondering. And when you want to again inquire politely, here you are again starting with I was just wondering. And when you want to make a suggestions, what if we went? No, you can use ing form or past tense to referring the present or the future tense. So this is one nice way of little nice piece of grammar that we have seen today. Now I'll close this. We'll go for a discussion on the topic which I have given in the group. The topic which I have given in the group is what is the topic? Why should we vote? Why should we vote? So can we discuss on that? Why should we vote? Now the election has come, and people in cities like Chennai and Coimbatore and all, they have not voted much. The voting percentage is only 48 or 49%, whereas in smaller towns it is 50-60%. So now you tell me your views why we should vote. We'll start with say Bhumika. Bhumika, can you say why we should vote? Why one should vote?
It's our responsibility, sir.
What, madam?
It's our responsibility.
Responsibility. Oh, it is our responsibility to vote. Okay, very good. Poruppu, responsibility is there. Okay, what do you think, Muthukumar? Why we should vote?
We can vote our own representative.
Yeah.
By that, the representative can make a major decision and form a government.
Yeah. So we have to vote to elect a representative. The representative will take care of our needs by forming the government. He will press our needs in the government and get it done. So that is what Muthukumar said, why we should vote. So I'll say, I will give my opinion. It is the responsibility, no doubt. It is our right also to vote and choose the person whom we like or who is likely to deliver good things. Secondly, if I don't vote, what will happen is somebody else will vote on my behalf. No, my vote will be used by somebody else, and I don't want to give that an opportunity to somebody else. So I wanted to use my opportunity and vote and then select my representative, isn't it? Okay. Now, Suresh, or can you tell me why we should vote?
Sir,
Yes, why we should vote? Who is that? What is your name?
sir, Sri Kumaran, sir.
Sri Kumaran. Why we should vote, Kumaran? Oh, your father's name is Suresh, eh?
Sir,
Okay, carry on.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we vote for our representatives.
Yeah, you vote for your representative. I am asking you why we should vote. When you go and vote, you will vote for your representative. Why not you keep quiet and why not you stay away from voting? Okay, you're too small, you're too young to think of all these things. But when you reach the age of voting, you must go and vote for your representative. Okay. Okay, Manohar, why we should vote, Manohar?
Sir, vote is important.
Voting is important. Very good. Voting is important. Very nice.
Vote is for helps people.
Yeah, we have to vote for somebody who may help the people, isn't it? We have to elect a good person who may help people. If we don't vote, If others vote and elect a wrong person, then we will have problem. All of us will have problem, isn't it? So one should go and vote to elect a good representative. Yeah, yes, yes, Bhumika. If suppose if you when you go there, you don't like any of those people listed in that voting box, what will you do, Bhumika? Suppose there are four people are standing for the election. You went there, but you don't like all the four of them. Is there any option of voting option for us? Anybody can tell?
That is nota for sir.
Yeah, there is a option called nota. None of the above.
None of these.
None of the above is there. That if you don't like anybody in that list, you can even press a vote for the none of the above. That means that you are not happy with those people. Okay, very good. So what will happen if nota becomes more? Suppose in an election of 1,000 people are there, 1,000 people have voted. Nota has got 500. All other people are getting 100, 50, 70, 80, 90 like that. What will happen to that? Nothing will happen. As of now, nota will not have any bearing on the result. So they will eliminate nota and they will choose out of the balance whoever got more votes. They will select him and then they will declare him as winner in that election. Okay. So, but now there is a discussion going on in the election commission. If nota exceeds a particular percentage of votes, should we actually cancel that election and then again conduct the election once again? So this discussion is going on, but so far nothing has been confirmed, nothing has been crystallized. Okay, so sometimes nota may become much bigger. That is also there. But when you contest in an election, should you pay money for the election commission for contesting the election? When you apply for election, do you pay money for the election?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, you have to pay some money for standing in the election. And suppose you get some particular vote, I think 10% or so, I am not very sure. 10% of vote or less than 10% of vote, then you don't get back that money. Suppose you have deposited 10,000 rupees for contesting the election. And if there are 1,000 votes, and if you don't get even 100 votes, then you will not get back that money, the deposit money. Suppose you got a vote of 150, then but somebody else got 300 and he won the election. Even if you are the loser, you will get back that deposit money, whatever you have deposited, 10,000 or so, that will be given back to the contestant. Okay. So have you seen a voting booth? Have you seen a booth? How election booth will look like? In the TV, in the television? So, I mean, Kumaran, have you seen a voting booth in the television?
Sir?
Have you seen an election booth in a television? Election booth, have you seen? Election room?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how it looks like? Can you describe it?
Sir, all are make you and put vote.
Yeah, you have to go and show your ID card to one person. He will check your name. He will check your election ID number, and that person will make a note of it. And then they will put a small ink on your finger. See, this is the just see. I have put they have put me a small. Just are you able to see one ink? Kumaran, are you able to see an ink?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that ink they will put, it means that you are voted. So after taking that ink, you go to the voting box. In the voting box, they will have some screen on both the sides. There you have to, why they put a small room kind of thing for the voting box? So that others cannot see. Why it is like that? Anybody can say. That is, when you vote, somebody should not come to know for whom you are voting. They should not come to know. So it is whom you are voting, because your voting is a secret thing. That is why it is called a secret ballot. Voting is called a secret ballot because it is only you would know for whom you have voted. Nobody else would know unless you tell others. So that boxes are kind of thing are there where you will go and vote. Okay. So like that you will vote and then you come out. This is how the voting happens. Okay. They will give a what you call a voting slip. They will give there your name, everything will be there. You have to go and show it to them and then vote for it. Right. Very good. So Mr. Kumaran, if there is a vote for your parents and grandparents, and if they are for some reasons if they don't go for voting, will you convince them to go and vote?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how will you convince? What will you say to convince them? What will you talk? How will you talk with them to and convince?
Sir, we vote means the representatives give money, sir.
Okay, okay. So the representative gives money, so because of which you have to vote. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, Manogar, how will you convince your parents or grandparents to vote? In what will be your argument or logic?
I am rural.
Huh?
I am rural.
Acha, you will put a rule. Oh, Manogar put a
No,
rule
sir.
saying that everybody should vote in our family, like that, isn't it?
No, sir.
Ah.
I am rural. I am village.
Oh, you are rural, so there is no vote, huh?
Municipal.
Yeah, that's
Sir?
right. No, but I'm not talking about this election. Any election. I'm not talking about yesterday's election. Suppose if there is election for MLA election or MP election, and if one
Yes,
of your
sir.
relative is not willing to vote, how will you convince him?
Parents are voting.
Parents are voting.
Voting.
So for you, no problem. Yes, Bhumika, how will you convince somebody who is not willing to vote? Not necessarily your parents, some your relatives or some neighbors. What will you talk with them? Yeah, Muthukumar, how will you convince others to vote, elders to vote?
I convey the importance of the vote to them.
Yeah, you will convey the importance of voting to them in very polite manner, and so that they will listen to you, and not only listening, they will listen to you and accept your argument, and then they will take a decision to go and vote. That is your objective. Your objective is to make them vote. So you have to be very polite because they are seniors to you by age, and they are your parents or neighbors or grandparents or like that. So you have to very politely you have to say why how important is voting, and then you have to make them realize the importance of that vote, and then you have to make them to go and vote in that particular booth. So that is the important thing. Now, one more question. These elections are taking place now and then. Every year or 2 year election are taking place. Instead of that, can we have election once in 5 years? What do you suggest? Is it good to have election once in 5 years? Instead of having election every, because now what happens is we have elections for this corporations, then we will have election for MP election, then we will have election for assembly election. So every 2 years or 1 year we have elections. Instead of that, can the government keep all the elections on a one day, once in 5 years? Is it better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is better. Okay, why it is better, Muthukumar? What is your name, madam? I forgot your name.
Subhasri.
Shubhasri, what is, why it is better?
Because conducting an election is very expensive, really.
Yeah, it is very expensive.
Okay.
Elections are very expensive to the government. And not only that, for the person who is going to vote, he has to spend about half a day for this purpose. Yeah. Yes, Manogar. Yeah. Right. So you have to convince them. I mean, sorry, it's better to have election once in 5 years so that the money can be spent for some productive purpose instead of wasting money on the election. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. But the one country which is, see, India gave voting rights to females in the year 1950 or so. That is 1947 we have got independence. In 1950, even in 1947, the male members had the right to vote. But females were given right to vote in the year 1950 or 51, something like that. But recently, one country has given the right to vote for females. Which country is that? Some, I think, about some 6 7 years back, they have given that. Till that time, they did not have the right. They did not they did not allow the females to the girls to go and vote. But now they have given that right, that option for the females. Which country is that? Any idea? Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, it's a Muslim country. They did not have voting right for females till 5 6 years back. Now they have started. They are allowing. They started allowing the females to vote. Okay. So, Mr. Kumaran, people vote for parties. Is it good to vote for a party or is it good to vote for a person? Which is correct?
Sir, good to vote for a person.
Okay. How will you know a person is a good person or not? Suppose a new person comes in your area, he has stood for the election. But how will you know that he will be a good person, good representative of your area? You have to listen to his talks, his promises, what all he wants to do once he gets elected. You have to listen to it and see whether it is practical to do it, whether he is really serious in saying that. All these things you have to identify and then you have to go and vote for it. Why do you think it is not good to vote for a party? Anybody, Manogar or anybody, why it is not a good idea to vote for a party? Because, but all the people are actually canvassing with the party symbols, no?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, can you tell me what are the parties are there in Tamil Nadu? Maybe I will ask Subhashri. Subhashri, tell me what are the parties are there in Tamil Nadu? Political parties.
ADMK, DMK,
Hmm.
then Congress, Lotus symbol,
Nota
no,
symbol.
Bharat,
Nota symbol is not a party. Okay, no problem. Congress, then
BJP,
BJP, Congress, ADMK, DMK, and then what about DMDK? That is Vijaykanth party. DMDK, and then PMK. That's a party called Patali Makkal Kachi. That is called PMK. And then Kamala Hassan has got one political party. What is that party? That is also one party.
torchlight symbol,
What, madam?
torchlight symbol,
Yeah. So there are many parties, nearly about some 10 or 12 parties. But the prime parties are these 3 or 4. That is DMK, Anna DMK, BJP, and Congress. Mr. Kumaran, what is the symbol of DMK? Kumaran, do you know what is the symbol of DMK? Anybody would know the symbol of DMK? Manohar? It is rising sun, Udaya Suryan.
No.
And the symbol of Anna DMK is 2 leaves, ratilai, 2 leaves like this. Symbol of BJP?
Lotus,
Lotus, Tamarai, yes. Symbol of Congress? Hand, Kai. So these are, so whenever something is happening in the in the public space, that time you can gain knowledge by reading some newspapers or something, right? But now it's election time, so many places election took place. You can read some details about election and gather some knowledge on that particular thing. Similarly, when there was something on a festival, you try to gather information on that festival. So depending on the that happenings, you can do that. Yes, Mr. Kumaran, will you do that? Whenever something is happening, you will collect more information on that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can do that. Next to any festival or any happenings are there, then you can do that. Similarly, everybody, that is the way you learn the language. Second thing is, in our WhatsApp group, we are actually sending some 1 minute video. Some 2-3 videos, I think every week we are sending 1 or 2 videos about some pronunciations, about some meanings of the words. Have you seen that in the group?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I suggest to all the students, whatever is given in that video, on that particular week on Sunday, you can come and repeat what is there in the video, so that everybody, all of us, will be reminded of what is there in the video, so that we learn more about that particular video. Suppose somebody is talking about pronunciation, you can come and talk on the pronunciation, or somebody is talking about meaning of some particular words, you can talk that meaning of the particular words, or somebody is talking about Mr. Kumaran, did you see some videos in our WhatsApp group on English?
Sir,
Did you watch 1 or 2 videos about English in our WhatsApp group?
sir, I watched, sir.
Okay. Do you remember anything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you tell me what do you remember?
Sir, 18 February, I think, has have been video you put, sir.
Has been and had been, that video. It is a video about has been and had been.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, nice. So next time when in the class, you have to come and tell what is there in the video. Okay, will you do that?
Okay, sir.
Next week, in this week, you will get 1 or 2 videos, go through it, understand that, and come and actually repeat that in the class, so that we will your understanding will become better. So that is applies to all of us, to Kumaran, Subhashri, Manohar, everybody. Okay, thank you. We will close at this today. We will meet again next class. Anything you want to say, Subhashri or Manohar or any of you? No, thank you is okay. I mean, that's I'm not that one. Any doubts or anything you wanted to convey? Subhashri, you are from which place, Subhashri?
Dindigul.
Dindigul.
Okay.
Okay. Proper Dindigul or nearby place?
Nattam.
Nattam. Okay. Nattam is famous for what? I don't know. Nattam is famous for something, isn't it? Dindigul is famous for locks. Puttu. Lock.
And also for biryani.
Nattam is and biryani. Nattam is famous for what? Anyway, next time when you find out and come and tell us in the class what is Nattam is famous for. Okay. Thank you so much. We will meet again in the next Sunday. On next Sunday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.